Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm joined by Chris Latey, Real Ale 140, and we've got a beer, one of Colin Strong's last beers, a Black Isle Brewing Company, and it's a Black Run Tomatin Whisky Barrel Edition small batch, and it's bottle number 13 of a possible 2,592. There you go.
Early doors.
There's the Black Isle bottle cap. I'll get this open and Chris will talk just a little bit about Colin Strong.
Yeah. Right. So Colin Strong, originally at Liverpool Brewing Company, then a long period at Manchester Marble Brewing Company, then up to Black Isle, and as I understand it now, he is the head brewer at Buxton Brewery. So that's a pretty illustrious history, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. And we'd like to know, Mr. Colin Strong, are you responsible for the Sheep Ranch range?
Wyoming Sheep Ranch.
Wyoming Sheep Ranch range of beers from Buxton.
And is that you that's put Axe Edge in a 330?
Yeah, we want to know all these questions from you. I really enjoyed the first two. They're like Russian Imperial Stouts. But so left in whiskey barrels.
So this is dropped in a whiskey barrel, so 8.4%.
Yeah. And with Chris just mentioned to me just before we flicked the camera on, Colin Strong's Irish. So is this Colin's kind of Irish whiskey kind of touch?
The heritage, maybe in there.
To beer. But beer in a glass, that looks phenomenal. It looks really, really good. Nice kind of lace in.
Yeah, and for this kind of ABV, you're not going to expect much more of a head than that. I mean, you can see what is left on the side of the glass. You can see that's a good quality beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nicely conditioned.
Jet black, no light coming in there whatsoever.
Not sausage, but a little bit of yeast in the bottom, and you can. I don't know if you'll pick it up on the camera actually. Yeah, you can.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah. So a few chunks and bumps, but
it's fine.
I'm not scared. Yeah, it's nice as not got the 4 nails and the foreskin and the fingernails. I'm fine. It's not yours, is it, Colin?
I love that.
Yeah, just be able to rock it back and forth.
And you see the bubbles, the little bubbles rising up the side. Look at that. I love that in a beer. It's great. It means the beer's thick.
Yeah.
The bubbles are trying to force their way back.
And for this kind of, you were saying this imperial stouts, you want to see it. You want a bit of thickness, you want a bit of viscosity in that beer, because actually to be able to savour a beer of that strength, you want it just to roll back on the palate.
Yeah.
Not be a very thin kind of
washed down
quality. Yeah. I had a beer from the working class stout,
Scar Brewing.
The Scar Brewing stout. It's an American. Yeah. It was a milk stout called Working Class. And it was thin. It was like a porter, and you'd expect that to be like 4%, not 7 or whatever it might be. And it was disappointing, And so awards or no, I'm still right.
Stick our nose into this first, Okay. Wow, raisin, chocolate, coffee.
A little kick on the whiskey on the end. That's what I'm looking for.
You're the whiskey man.
Yeah.
You're the whiskey man here.
Yeah, and my wife's the whiskey person in the family, really. But she's had me tucking into it recently, and so I'm picking up all those things you said, and that whiskey hit is right on the end of the nose.
Okay.
It's not really spirity, this beer.
No.
It's just a little touch of it.
I get that bag of Revel sensation. A little bit like that.
What about if you stick your nose into like a Baileys or something like that? Is there a little touch of that in there? Yeah,
you're right. Like a creamy Baileys. It just smells luxurious to me.
Yeah,
it smells really good.
It does. It smells like you've got your slippers on. You watch your match of the day and it's warm. Everything's great.
The fire's on. Yeah. All right, let's dive in. Right, talk about the whiskey man. That's good.
Yeah, wow. That's great. It's beautifully thick, and it, as predicted, it kind of rolled back over the mouth and up in the front, and then drop it back into the back and underneath your tongue, and right up to the top again, looking for something right at the end of the palate. doesn't really kick up or not, you wouldn't expect it to, but you put it there just in case, and it's just left me slightly breathless.
Yeah, yeah, it's that good. And there's so much going on. I do get that. For me, it's more of a spirity taste, but Chris can probably get the whiskey out of this.
Yeah, it's slightly kind of earthy whiskey kind of kick going on, I suppose. It's not like a huge kind of leapfrog kind of smoky kind of peaty thing going on. It's just it's a very mild touch of it. It's pleasant. It's really pleasant.
Yeah,
yeah,
really good. It reminds me a little bit of the Bristol Beer Factory where they did that peat whiskey. I can't remember the name of it now, but you got.
They did a couple. They did the Glenlivet one. The Leapfrog one and
a peat whiskey one.
I can't remember which one that was, but yeah, it's the difference. I think the difference there is when was this made?
I think it was a few months ago. I've had it for a few months. I've let it age a little bit.
I think these are the kind of beers, and I've got a bottle of one of the Bristol Beer Factory's ones from last year's 12 Stouts Christmas. I'm trying to keep hold of it for as long as I possibly can because I just want to. It's the temptation, and we've broken temptation here. You've tried to hold on to this for a couple of months, Sage.
Yeah,
it probably could have lived for 5 years in your cupboard.
Absolutely,
it would have been maybe 5 times as brilliant. Well, we don't know because we need another one to be able to tell, and another one from the same batch to be able to tell. It's difficult, isn't it? Aging beer is a really difficult thing to do because
I gotta drink it.
You want it. You want that beer. If it's in your cupboard, you bought it because you want it. And
yeah.
What do you do?
Now, just behind Chris's head, the longest beer I've had in this house is this one here. It's. I know we should be talking about Black Isle Brewing, but that's a beer I've aged for a year so far. It's Courage Russian Imperial Stout, and that's a beer that I've been told that should be. You can age that up to 15 years. So that's what I'm desperately trying to hold on to. But Christmas is coming. Christmas Eve, you're all set for Christmas Day. Can you age a beer? That's the answer. Can you kind of go, I can't help myself, I want to drink it.
Yeah. And the only way I've found to age beer is to keep filling up my beer cupboard with more beer so that I leave that beer at the back and I don't touch it. I'm trying to forget about it, but it's always there. It's always there in the back of my mind. On a cold night, I'm going to be sat there thinking, I really want that beer.
Mr. Real Ale 40 has got the first edition of Fuller's Reserve Series #1. He got like the first Volume 1, the first edition, and I think this year we're up to Volume 5.
Yeah, and so Adam Driver sent me that. Who was formerly at Fuller's. You pick him up on Twitter, Adam Driver 85, and he very kindly sent me that. And I've again
#1.
It's sat there in the cupboard. It's waiting for another day. So I haven't not drunk it yet for a reason, Adam. So don't be offended. Sorry, I should have probably told you that before now.
Yeah, he's left Fuller's. He's gone.
No, I know that much. But, whether he cares about the fact that he sent me or not, I don't know.
Right, let's get back to this Black Isle Black Run Tomatin. Right, malts. Talk about the malts. You're getting a lot of that chocolate, coffee, caramel, cocoa.
It's a very well balanced set of flavours in the malt end. And like you say, it's all of those things. It's chocolate, coffee, caramel, but bag of Revels kind of just kicking around the bottom of your mouth.
Sugar.
And everything in this beer is to the side of your tongue or underneath.
Yeah.
Every single taste receptor that's picking up flavours is all down there. It's all dark. And there's a little bit of treacle, a little bit of molasses, all of that stuff. It's bloody marvellous, frankly. It just keeps giving. And you could, we split a 330 between us. And it's a beer you need to respect, I think, but one that you could keep respecting for much longer than we are now.
Absolutely.
You could sit there and sup this for the whole evening.
Oh yeah. Call of Duty, middle of November. Xbox One. We've got to start talking Xbox One now because people will be thinking if they watch this video in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
Xbox 360. Anyway, rating on the Black Run, Black Isle Tomatin edition.
I think it's a fantastic, fantastic Imperial IPA. A little bit low on the ABV, but I'm not going to hold that against it because I think the flavours carry it, and I'm really enjoying it. And I love the viscosity, and that's the key point for me on this. If it wasn't so thick, it wouldn't carry that flavour for as long. So it's a 9.75 for me.
Yeah,
Pretty close to perfection.
I'm going to go 9 out of 10. Just because it's either a 9 or a 10. I'm 9 out of 10 is a great beer. Loads of coffee, loads of caramel. There's a bit of brown sugar. You got that whiskey, spirity taste coming through. Did we give the ABV? It's 8.4% ABV, and you can check out Black Isle Brewery or Brewing Company.
More importantly, check out Colin Strong because the man's a bloody genius.
Yeah, Google Colin Strong. He's moved about. He's now at Buxton. He's probably doing great things at Buxton.
I imagine so.
It's getting to the stage now with I think the craft brewing industry. We're probably into 15 minutes, but it doesn't matter. It's getting to the stage where you're Colin Strong's like your Alex Ferguson. It's like the big transfers are coming in now. It's like Buxton going, okay, we've lost that previous head brewer, Kempicus. We need somebody to kind of carry this on now. So they've gone, right, who's next in line? And they've gone for their David Moyes, really, haven't they? They've gone, right, we need somebody.
You've been sorry, he's been working in Liverpool, and now he needs to come to. He's been at Manchester already.
Yeah. And that's how I see it, because I think there's only a few people in this country who can brew beer as good as this.
Yeah.
And Colin Strong's one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Top-notch beer.
Okay, thanks for watching Real Ale Craft Beer. Sorry for the long review. Please check out tomorrow's review, because this was rather long. It won't be as long. But thanks for watching, and cheers.